I know it might sound a little pretentious, but listen, the most powerful, the most unbreakable, the most legendary, a symbol of hope, a breaker of chains, a god among men, protector of the world, a beacon in the darkest sky, and when the dust settles, the whole world holds its breath. To that they say, ladies and gentlemen, your true savior, your last line of defense, your one true hero. The last son of Krypton has arrived. And yes, I've said this so many times, it's hurting my throat, but the Superman trailer is finally here. He will now teach us how to fly, even as we fall. Now, if we talk about the overall trailer, the hype is real. Right from the start, when Lois is interviewing Superman, the attention to detail, the shift in Kal-El's posture, I really like that. His tone changes. He speaks in a deeper bass. His shoulders widen. He takes up space, leads with presence, and it feels so good that David Corenswet seems to really understand both Superman and Clark Kent. And with that entire conversation in the background, we witness his struggle. Superman just wants to do good. That's it. He's a good guy. That's the only logic. And just because of that, when he tries to help people outside his own country, when he doesn't want them to die, geopolitics gets in the way. It sparks chaos. How can some foreign white guy come into our country and stop our military from killing our own people? I know, it's very messed up, but you already know how real life works. This then leads to pressure on the US government. Keep your boy in check. But the Defense Ministry believes this is the one guy we can't keep in check. And that's when Maxwell Lord's new team comes in. A registered group of superhumans, heroes who will work with fabricated honesty, exactly the way the company or the government tells them to. If you watched the Peacemaker Season 2 trailer recently, you already know that in James Gunn's DCU, Maxwell Lord is being played by Sean Gunn, previously played by Pedro Pascal in the DCEU. Now, talking about the cast, we also see Frank Grillo in an important role. He was in Creature Commandos, then Peacemaker, and now Superman. And man, he's going to become Superman's next big rival. That rivalry will really elevate the power dynamics. As for the story, according to the trailer, when Superman illegally enters another country, specifically Ravia, a fictional Middle Eastern land, because they obviously can't use real ones, he stops a war there. Technically, the whole world starts opposing him after he takes that stand, because he doesn't have PR money backing him. Before, it was just Lex Luthor who was against him. Lex's motivation is clearly shown in the trailer. He is not a man. Still, Superman becomes the center of global conversation, something Lex can't accept, and it's all rooted in jealousy. Then we see Maxwell Lord's team come in, the entire US defense system, Lex Luthor himself, retaliations from foreign lands, like the Hammer of Baravia, the Engineer, and Ultraman. All of them want to stop Superman. This entire setup will likely continue into the Authority movie, but for now, by the time the movie reaches its midpoint, when everyone is hunting Superman, we'll see him at his weakest. A moment of, I just wanted to do good, that's all. And yet, the whole world turned against him. And like any good person, you start feeling emotions, start losing a little bit of hope, thinking, am I even doing the right thing? Meanwhile, we get to see Lex Luthor's biggest victim, Metamorpho, fully revealed. A man who has suffered a lot, especially due to his powers and disfigurement. It becomes clear that, as per the comics, he can control elements, create and destroy new forms. So, when Superman is captured and held in Lex Luthor's chamber, it's Metamorpho who helps him escape by replicating the energy of the sun and breaking through that unbreakable glass. And then comes my favorite scene, the office moment between Lex and Superman. Lex knows Superman won't hurt him. He's too moral. So Lex casually sits there sipping coffee like a smug jerk. And I'm really excited to see that scene in the movie. But when it comes to hatred, no one beats Lex Luthor. He captures Superman, defeats him, tortures him, destroys his home, kills his bots, the last connection to his planet. And even after witnessing all that, Superman doesn't give up hope. He still chooses to remain a good man. One particularly interesting scene happens near the end. We see Superman fighting a final villain in an empty, space-like void. Now this is where rumors come in. We heard that Lex Luthor might wear a powered suit with full-on laser gadgets. This suit is definitely different from the Hammer of Baravia's, but this might be hinting at a multiverse storyline. Mr. Terrific and Lois Lane appear to be standing inside some sort of destroyed portal in what looks like a dark void, which could mean, is James Gunn using this multiverse trope to fix timelines between the old and new DCU? We'll explore more theories on that in our next video. Until then, tell me your opinions. What do you think about all of this? Also, I'm giving my 100% support to this kind of superhero fan service, because ultimately, we're watching a superhero movie, and it should be this epic in scale. And going forward, they'll have to connect all this to a bigger narrative. To talk more about all of this in detail, we'll meet again in the next video. But until then, don't forget to share your thoughts. You never know, your comment might be featured in the next one. And until then, keep watching Fame.